Have you ever thought about what keeps the shape of a cell intact or how it moves and divides? Inside every cell, there's an intricate network of structures working tirelessly to give the cell shape, strength, and mobility. This network is called the cytoskeleton and is like the skeleton of the cell. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the three main components of the cytoskeleton: microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. Let's unravel the mystery of how these tiny structures help your cells function properly. The cytoskeleton is an essential part of every cell, playing a crucial role in maintaining cell shape, providing mechanical support, facilitating movement, and assisting in cellular division. It's composed of three major types of filaments: microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. These three structures work together, each performing specific tasks within the cell. Without them, the cell would lack the strength to maintain its shape, the ability to move, and the power to divide. Let's start by taking a look at the first component, microtubules. 1. Microtubules. Microtubules are the largest type of filament in the cytoskeleton. Think of them as highways or railways within the cell. These tube-like structures are made of protein subunits called tubulin, and they play a vital role in cell shape, transport, and division. Microtubules are rigid, long, and hollow structures that extend throughout the cell. They provide mechanical support and act as tracks along which various organelles, vesicles, and proteins travel within the cell. This transportation system is essential for the cell's functioning. For example, when a cell needs to transport nutrients, signaling molecules, or even waste, microtubules provide a highway for this material to move along. Microtubules also play a major role in cell division. During mitosis, the microtubules form the mitotic spindle, which helps separate the chromosomes into two daughter cells. This is crucial for accurate DNA replication and cell division. Without functional microtubules, the cell would not be able to divide properly, leading to errors in the distribution of genetic material. In addition to these functions, microtubules are also involved in cell motility. They are a key component of structures like cilia and flagella, which help some cells move through liquid environments. For example, the cilia on the surface of your respiratory cells help move mucus out of your airways. As we've learned about microtubules, let's move on to the next component of the cytoskeleton, microfilaments. Microfilaments, also known as actin filaments, are the thinnest type of filament in the cytoskeleton. These filaments are made of protein subunits called actin, and they play a crucial role in cell shape, movement, and contraction. Microfilaments are much thinner and more flexible compared to microtubules, and they are particularly important for processes that require cellular movement. One of the key functions of microfilaments is in muscle contraction. In muscle cells, microfilaments work with other proteins such as myosin to allow the muscle to contract and relax. This interaction between actin and myosin is what enables muscles to generate force and movement. In non-muscle cells, microfilaments also help with movement, but in a different way. For example, during cell division, microfilaments help pinch the cell membrane during cytokinesis, the final step of cell division, where the cell splits into two daughter cells. Microfilaments also help cells maintain their shape. They form a dense network beneath the plasma membrane, providing structural support. This network is flexible, which is why microfilaments play an essential role in processes that involve the cell changing shape, such as cell migration and the formation of cell extensions like filopodia. In addition, microfilaments play a role in the process of endocytosis, where cells engulf extracellular material, and excitosis, where cells expel material. Both processes require the cell to change shape. and microfilaments are essential in facilitating this movement. Now let's shift our focus to intermediate filaments, the third major component of the cytoskeleton. Intermediate filaments. Intermediate filaments are the middle-sized filaments in the cytoskeleton, falling between microtubules and microfilaments in terms of thickness. These filaments are made of various proteins, including keratin, vimentin, and desmin depending on the type of cell. Intermediate filaments are unique because they provide structural stability to the cell and help it resist mechanical stress. While microtubules and microfilaments are involved in dynamic processes like transport and movement, intermediate filaments provide the cell with much needed strength. They form a network of fibers that crisscross the inside of the cell, anchoring the nucleus and other organelles in place. This network helps maintain the integrity of the cell, preventing it from being deformed or damaged under stress. One of the most well-known examples of intermediate filaments is keratin found in skin cells. Keratin filaments provide structural support to skin cells, making the skin durable and resistant to mechanical forces. Intermediate filaments also play a role in anchoring cells to the extracellular matrix, helping tissues maintain their structure. In addition to their structural role, intermediate filaments are also involved in cellular signaling and the organization of the nuclear envelope. They play an essential part in processes like cell-cell adhesion, which is crucial for the formation of tissues and organs. So far, we've discussed the three major components of the cytoskeleton: microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. Let's now take a look at how these three filaments work together to support cellular function. 4. Cytoskeleton. While microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments each perform specific functions, they do not work in isolation. These three components of the cytoskeleton collaborate to maintain the cell's shape, enable movement, and ensure the proper function of the cell. The cytoskeleton is a highly dynamic system, meaning it can rapidly assemble and disassemble depending on the needs of the cell. For example, during cell division, the microtubules rapidly reorganize to form the mitotic spindle. At the same time, microfilaments help pinch the cell membrane during cytokinesis, ensuring the cell divides into two daughter cells. The coordination between these filaments is also crucial for cell motility. In migrating cells, microtubules provide tracks for vesicles and organelles to move along, while microfilaments allow the cell to extend and retract its protrusions, like lamellipodia and filopodia, that help the cell move forward. Intermediate filaments provide structural stability to the cell, ensuring that it doesn't lose its shape during movement. In conclusion, the cytoskeleton is an incredibly complex and versatile structure that is essential for cell shape, movement, division, and function. Microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments each have distinct roles, but they work together as a coordinated system to keep the cell functioning properly. Without the cytoskeleton, our cells wouldn't be able to perform the vital processes that keep our bodies alive and healthy. Now here's a question for you. Which component of the cytoskeleton is most involved in muscle contraction? Only a genius can answer this in the comments below.